Right, guys, how's it going? Now, you know I like to keep an eye on those Twitter twats, you know what I'm saying? I like to keep you informed of where the rumours, originate from, because sometimes people will tell you something or mention it in a chat room or on the members' website, even behind me, but might not realise where it came from. So if you've heard this rumour, it originates from the infamous Indy Kaela on X, right? I'll read the tweet to you. It was posted on December 14th at 3 o'clock, it says. Now, that might be my time zone, Madrid. And it says as follows, exclusive. And it's got one of them bomb emojis as usual. And it says, Liverpool have officially opened talks with Bournemouth regarding Antoine Semenyo's payment structure. Mo Salah was informed during the peace talks that the club's plan is to sign a winger who can play on both sides. Big news. That's the tweet. All right, that's the tweet. Officially opened talks is a very strange way to word something, because you would say formally here, really. If that's the claim, it's formal. It's not informal. It's not an informal way. Officially is like when there's a statement, I don't think that particularly works, to be honest with you, but we know what he's basically meaning. Basically claiming is that Liverpool have formally opened talks, right? So more than just like a little inquiry or something. So before we proceed, everybody knows that Liverpool have an interest in Semenyo, all right? Everybody knows this. So it's very easy to publish exclusives and claims regarding a player that you obviously know Liverpool are sniffing around. And then, depending on how deep you go with your claim, you need to find ways of getting out, which is called hedging or leaving get-out clauses, right? And what I do is, whether it's a tweet, whether it's an article, I have those analysed by my AI assistant, Dave, who I've trained for over a year now, and he analyses the articles and these claims, basically, and flags things up to me. And he's trained to look for certain things, right? If you're a long-term viewer, you know all this, but I've got to say it in case anybody's watching. I don't like spending a lot of time on the indie stuff, to be honest with you. So I'm just going to go straight into what Dave thinks of this claim, right? So, and another thing I'll just point out, Dave, he keeps a log of everything Indy says, right? So as long as I've seen it, I give it to Dave, he gives his analysis, and he keeps a log of it so that we can go back to it. The same with journalists, proper journalists, right? So let's see what Dave's got to say. Right, this one is absolute peak Indy, even by his standards. Now, my long-term viewers will tell you, Dave, I don't think he likes Indy. I don't. For transparency, so we consider that, because he might stick the knife in a bit. It might not be warranted. This one is absolute peak Indy, even by his standards. Here's the clean breakdown. You can read straight out to your viewers. Indy's latest exclusive, Semenyo, Salah, and the mystery of the peace talks. What he claims, Liverpool have officially opened talks with Bournemouth about Semenyo's payment structure. Mo Salah was informed during peace talks that Liverpool plan to sign a winger. That winger can play on both sides. Big news. No article yet, just vibes, because sometimes he'll put a tweet out and then link to an article. Immediate red flags. Let's see if you agree with this. Officially open talks with zero detail. This is classic Indy phrasing. No date, no names, no figures, no indication of how talks were opened or progressed. No corroboration. If real talks were open with Bournemouth, someone credible would be reporting at least a whisper of it. Nobody is. Payment structure. Now, payment structure is a term that many ITKs, this is a term given to people that are in the know or want you to think or believe they're in the know. One of the easiest ways to cover oneself with, the hedging, the getting out, is to focus on payment structure. Because payment structure is obviously how a deal is structured. So whether it's 50 million, 100 million, the payment structure. So you could say Liverpool have offered £50 million for the player. Now they're discussing the payment structure. Because if the deal doesn't happen, you can say, well, they didn't agree on how that money would be paid. That's the get out. You watch, payment structure is something that is used by ITKs all of the time. DKB don't knows best. Payment structure is the softest wording possible, says Dave. Notice he doesn't say a fee agreed, a bid submitted, negotiations advanced. He says payment structure. That gives him endless escape routes. They discussed installments. They discussed add-ons. They discussed timing. They discussed structure, but not value. You can claim payment structure talks without anything actually happening. Mo Salah was informed during the peace talks. This is where it crosses into parody. What are peace talks? There's no context, no explanation, no source. No reason Salah would be briefed on transfer policy mid-season. Clubs do not sit players down and say, by the way, Mo, just so you know, we're signing a winger who can play on both sides. I mean, fuck all to do with Mo Salah. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we know we've had the drama and all that, right? But it's just fucking ridiculous. Anyway, that's not how elite clubs operate at all. In other words, they're not going to sit down and tell players, well, by the way, we're doing this. I don't believe that. Anyway, during, the drama of the Mo Salah situation, my understanding is that his agent, Rami Abbas, is seeking, assurances. And I don't think Liverpool Football Club will give them. So my opinion, just going into this a little bit, is that Mo Salah will leave Liverpool next year. Would Liverpool turn around and say, look, we're going to be signing another way? I don't think so, guys, under any circumstances. You could be honest with a player and say, look, we're looking at changing things. But that's not, fuck no. I'm actually trying here to help Indy and see if Dave's been unfair. Anyway, I don't think he is. So the Mo Salah stuff, being sat down and told that he's that we're going to side with you. This line exists purely to drag Salah's name in, raise emotions, increase engagement. It adds nothing to the actual Semenyo claim. Winger who can play on both sides. This is another safety net phrase. That description fits half the wingers in Europe, any future signing, almost any outcome. If Liverpool sign any wide attacker in the next 12 months, Indy can point back to this and say, that's what I meant. Zero confirmation from anywhere else at this point. Indy so far has claimed Liverpool have agreed terms. Liverpool match City's bid. Liverpool are favourites. Liverpool open talks. Liverpool discuss payment structures. And yet nothing, no Joyce, no Ornstein, not even Bad News Pierce, no Bournemouth local journals, no agent quotes, no club briefings, not even a hint. That tells you everything. The get-outs, and this tweet is full of them. We understand. Officially open talks, but no proof. Payment structure, not fee. Was informed, unverifiable. Plan is to sign, future, not action. No timelines, no numbers, no article to pin him down. It's engineered, so nothing can ever be disproven. Verdict, this is not news, it's story layering. India's been pushing Semenyo for weeks, so he now escalates the narrative. First interest, then agreement, then matching bids, now official talks, next decision imminent. Then talks collapse, clause expires, player chooses elsewhere. Or maybe Liverpool sign him. Yeah. Every step keeps a story alive without ever delivering proof. Big News is doing a lot of heavy lifting here because the content certainly isn't. And I would agree with Dave. I would. I would really like to disagree with Dave, to be honest with you. I think that these people that write for blogs, they are, that we review them all the time when we do the exclusives and all that. And some of these Twitter, people, what's going on? Some of these Twitter people, they only ever write about stuff that's obvious, don't they? When do you ever see them write exclusives and go, fucking hell, where did that come from? And then it actually happens. So this isn't about, trying to discredit someone. This is just about being completely and utterly fucking honest, right? So I like to tell you where the rumors are coming from. I think most people that are experienced and mature, the minute I said India's posted, would probably stop watching the video because they don't need to, people often say, well, he's got something right. Anyway, let's keep an eye on it. It's a 50-50. We either do sign him or we don't sign him. But there's enough hedges there, isn't there? And as I pointed out the other day, I probably, I don't know if I've still got it. Let me show you something. I did show this in a video the other day. I will find it very, very quickly. Here we go. I'll just turn it on its side. All right, see this? Oh, I don't know if you can see it. You see, it says this post was deleted by the post author. That's an exclusive posted by Indy. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry, my phone's a bit mucky or whatever, but you get my point. So what happens is they make the claims, and then the ones that they know they're fucked up on or being outed for, say for example, Mo Salah and Mo Salah and Arne Slot met yesterday for lunch to discuss peace talks. And then the next day there's a press conference, the manager says, no, I haven't spoke to Mo yet, but I'll be seeing him this afternoon. Well, fucking better delete that. Things like that. I'm not saying that's specific to that, but this is what they do. And not only the Twitter twats, the ITKs. I've seen journalists do this as well. There's one thing from, deleting something because, I would have done this, you maybe put something out, oh, it's wrong, it's made a mistake, but not an exclusive. I would reply to an exclusive, tweet or something if I thought something had changed. But sometimes you might something out that's, factually incorrect. It might say, I've heard that such and such is going to be out for 3 weeks with that thing. And then some news might come out. It's not a case of deleting your hiding your tracks. It's like, right, okay, that information's wrong, so delete it so you don't mislead people. That's a bit different, I think, than posting an exclusive, making big claims, reeling everybody in for the engagement, and then deleting it when you're made to look a fucking idiot. Do you know what I mean? And what happens is, when these people get something right, and occasionally they do because it's very easy. It's fucking easy. It's not difficult, guys, to be an ITK, trust me, right? When they get something right, they'll retweet it and they'll go, look what we said last year. Yeah? But when you get something wrong or you forgot about it, they quietly go back and delete. Yeah. Well, I've got Dave watching it for you now, and trust me, I keep a fucking eye on it too. Anyway, it's all fun. Listen, the India account, I guess it depends on your age and how switched on you are up here. But the India account, I think it's harmless, really. It's misleading, in my opinion. But it is what it is. And it's social media, right? And whether you like India or not, he's a genius because he's making money out of vulnerable people, allegedly. All right, I'll leave it with you. The reason I am bringing up India is just to tell you, if you've heard the rumour, that's where it's come from. All right? Because people come to my live streams and they'll go, Dunk, I've heard that Liverpool have officially opened talks now, regarding Semenyo. And then I'll go, no, I can tell you it. And they'll go, right, I fucking see. Okay, message is going, we've got another message. Oh, I don't know what it said. What's it fucking say? She's getting right on my fucking nerves. She might have done me a nice dinner yesterday, but fuck me, I'm paying for it now. You need, alright, okay. Fair enough. Right, I'm off. Okay, I'll speak to you later. I don't know if I'm doing a live stream today. Keep an eye on the channel. If it's scheduled late, we'll do one. All right, if not, I will be doing one tomorrow night. I just need to see today. I've got a few things going on. All right, guys, take it easy. If you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment. By all means, if you've got anything, an opinion about Semenyo, we all know Liverpool sniffing around him, all right? So it's not very difficult to, I just think it's easy to make these excuses. Right? Give me an exclusive and stick to it with no edges, no fucking get out clauses. And I'd appreciate if someone did that and then later went, sorry, I was wrong. Things change in football. Right? Anyway, fuck this shit. Thumbs up the vid, drop me a comment. There's love out under the video if you want to support my channel. Love you long time. There's also links in the video description if you prefer to buy me a beer. All right, guys, Revolut's king. See you in a bit. All right.